Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about the toilets and how the unavailability and the lack of good toilets around the world is affecting the millions of the lives. According to the studies, 60% of the world's population do not have the toilets that can effectively manage the human waste. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has been working on Reinvent the Toilet Challenge since 2011, where they have been working with scientists and engineers to design and develop low-cost, affordable toilets. So three types of toilets have been mentioned in the videos, and first of them is Caltech toilets that use solar energy to work and use an electrochemical reactor for treating wastewater and discard human waste. The next toilets are Terra Preta toilets. These are another form of waste treating toilets that are based on Terra Preta sanitation that involves urine diversion, the addition of the charcoal mix, lactic acid fermentation, followed by vermicomposting. The natural process converts the processed human excreta into fertile soil. The addition of charcoal mix during the lacto-fermentation in the dry toilets is a good option for removing the odor, as the container remains closed for some weeks. The last toilet model has been developed by the University of Toronto. This model uses a sand filter and an ultraviolet disinfection chamber for the treatment of liquid waste, whereas the smoldering chamber burns the solid waste after the roller components are leveled and dry. This process results in sustainable, easier-to-use toilets without contaminating the community.
Working with the government is a way in which the toilets can be distributed. This is because the government knows the status of the people and the regions. These toilets mostly would go to low-income areas like the slums, and the government has the machineries to get them. They can also be distributed through foundations that engage with partners or investors in various countries. This is because their vision is to eradicate challenges in communities. Another way to distribute them is to work with like-minded organizations, NGOs, like the UNICEF, ActionAid. The other way is to use media houses, which is a powerful tool that is able to pass information to the people and also educate them. And as a way of giving back to the communities, they can use the toilets and distribute them to the needy regions.
Ethical and corporate social responsibility challenges that might be faced during the distribution of the toilet. First, in distributing the toilet, an ethical issue that can arise is choosing between giving the toilet out or feeding the people first. As we know, these are poor communities, and without food, the toilet will not be used. So priorities have to be set right. Secondly, maintenance can be a hindrance to the whole project. Since it's new to some of them, they might end up destroying or breaking them. Thirdly, another factor is how to decide who is poor. The question of where to start giving the toilet will become a big problem, since there are many areas with poor people. Lastly, a major challenge will be accountability and transparency. There is no criteria given to show the reason why the toilet has been given to a specific individual or a family in the poor region.
Government policy on importation of goods and services might affect the distribution of these toilets, because most countries might charge high tariffs in order to generate income for their country. So this process might discourage the distribution of toilets. The lack of good road network might affect the distribution of this toilet, because many African countries lack good road networks. So this might affect the distribution of this toilet to the rural and underdeveloped part of the African countries. The rate of corruption among African leaders is a high one, and the process of this distribution of toilets can be hijacked by greedy leaders who might divert the generated income for their own personal use. Building international relationship before the project is executed is a long process which might cause a delay in the distribution of the toilets. Therefore, mutual agreements between both parties should be put in place. Bill Gates and every other African beneficiary must come to a compromise for effective implication of this toilet in the rural areas. The cost of production might be high if Bill Gates decides to produce the toilets in the African country, and to source for raw materials might be difficult because of importation of raw materials and the production process. It might take a long time and might cost them a high amount of fund to execute.
Let us look at the participants of the Reinvented Toilets Challenge. Only 8 among many research institutes were selected and were awarded grants by Bill Gates Foundation in 2011. And additional 6 institutes were selected in 2012 and were provided with grants. Let's look at the winners of the Reinvented Toilets Challenge. First place was given to the California Institute of Technology, USA. They were awarded with $100,000 for a solar-powered energy-generating toilet. And the second place was given to Loughborough University from UK, and they were awarded with $60,000 for a toilet that converts human waste into biological charcoal. The third place was given to University of Toronto, Canada, and they were awarded with $40,000 for a toilet that recovers clean water from feces and urine. There was a special recognition award given by Bill Gates to Swiss Federal Institute of Aquatic Science and Technology, Switzerland. They had a brilliant prototype, a toilet that uses recycled water and can easily be installed to replace existing toilets. That concludes our presentation. Hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. Signing off, thank you from V-5 Globalizers. Until next time, take care.